Is it possible to apply a little science to the process of moving through a conflict and trying to resolve or transform that conflict? I think so. So let me talk about, for one moment, one of the classic laws of temperature change or cooling. Isaac Newton put forth the law of cooling, which essentially states that things will heat up or cool down faster depending on the temperature difference. So, put quite simply, if you have a glass of water that's hot, it will cool down faster in a cold room than it will in a hot room. Okay, so a lot of times we make this, or even make this statement when people are in conflict or people are angry, that they need to cool down. So how do we apply this law of cooling and create an environment where they are in a cool environment that will speed that process of cooling down? Now, it's not going to make it instantaneous, and that's okay. But how can we create the environment to cool things down? Well, first of all, you as the person who's interacting with them needs to be cooler, okay? If you are hot and they are hot, the heat is going to rise. It's not going to come down, right? So that's step number one. Step number two is creating some sort of safety, that they feel safe that they can cool down and they're not under the gun, they're not under a huge amount of pressure, and they're certainly not going to be overly judged through this experience, but that they are in a safe place psychologically, mentally, and physically where they feel safe to actually tell the truth about what they're feeling. We need to allow people to move through their feelings and not try and suppress them. Suppressing feelings pretty much never works out well. So we can acknowledge that, but if we can create that environment for them to cool down, take a few deep breaths, and then start to see the reality, then suddenly we can talk rationally together about how we can move through this conflict rather than heating up the situation. So think in the future when you have a conflict that you're dealing with, and this can be a long-term or a short-term situation, how can you create the environment of a cooler place so that things can cool down and allow everyone to be able to move forward collaboratively rather than destructively? Okay? My name is Jeff Perry. I teach leadership and career development for engineers and technical professionals. If I can help you or your organization level up your leadership, I'd love to do that. Please reach out. I would love to connect. Thanks so much.